shit like that. Oh my God, guys, it feels so good to be back out on two wheels. I have missed the shit out of you. Have you missed me? How have you been? Did you have a good winter? Did you stay warm? Oh man, just so excited. So the craziest thing was happening as I was getting ready to go. My bike, I just set it in the garage all winter. I didn't disconnect the battery. I probably should have. But you know, I didn't know if it was gonna have a nice day here and there throughout the winter and I could ride and get out. So I wanted the bike to be ready to go. I didn't want to have to hook anything up, you know? Yeah, that was my fault. So I go to start the bike, turn the key, completely dead. Like, not even the dash lights came on. So I hook it up to my car battery, leave the car off, obviously. I don't want to fry my internals. And I get power, I let it sit there for a couple seconds. I go to fire it up. Takes a little while, you know, the carb's got to get primed and all that. So I get her fired up, got her full choke. Lola's running okay. Starts to, you know, get warm, so I turn the choke off. Seems to be idling just fine. I sat there for, you know, about 10 minutes or so, letting her get her juices flowing. And then I'm getting ready, I'm hopping on, I got my backpack, I get my helmet on, I change out the battery on my GoPro because I realize I only have 1 bar left on the battery. And I'm sitting there at the end of my driveway. And no joke, I look down and my freaking speedometer, like I'm idling good right here, right? My speedometer's flicking up. I'm like, what is going on? And I go to goose it, and my speedo goes up to like 50, and I'm sitting still in neutral. I'm like, what is going on? Yeah, right as I was ready, had the helmet on, I was about to pull out, she just chokes out and dies. I'm like, oh no. Like, I was so pumped this morning to ride. It's gonna be such a beautiful day. So I grab the bike, I roll it back up to my car, I hook up the jumper cables again, and this time I let it sit there for about 2 to 3 minutes, just, you know, with the bike off, key off. And oh man, I miss that feeling, dude. So I leave the jumpers on there. I let the battery get a little bit of juice to it. Go to fire it up. Still, I've got to get it a little gas, get her to turn over. Fires up. All of a sudden, my battery's showing a level reading. Like, I think honestly my battery went into like standby mode and just wasn't able to provide any power. And then that was confusing my electronic system on the bike, hence why my speedo was all off and wonky. But once I did all that, everything was good, dude. She's running so good right now for having sat. I'd fill up the tank full and just let her sit, you know? Oh. But dude, oh man, I've missed you guys. I've missed you most of all, my little Lola. You need a bath. Oh, and I love the way she sounds, you know? It's loud, and it's not quite what a sport bike should sound like. That's all it is, a little shorty tip, like no exhaust, baffling whatsoever. But my original plan, man, I was gonna rebuild my old exhaust, chop it down, repack it with some fresh fiberglass matting, and, you know, I don't know if I want to go that route. I might buy one of those cheap little exhausts. I don't want to do a full exhaust, full tune. You know, I don't have that kind of money. Maybe if my channel gets big enough, then I'll have the money. I can do things to this bike, actually. Oh, so, well, I've been gone. I've done a lot of nothing. But we did go to Universal Studios in Orlando a couple weeks before the kids had spring break. And you might wonder, well, why did you take them out of school for a week when you could have just planned it over spring break and the kids wouldn't have had to miss any school? And the reason is this: if you go to a place, busy amusement park, and anything big, nationally known, internationally known for that matter, you need to think ahead and look at the schedules and look at history of what weeks tend to be the busiest. Spring break season tends to be the worst for any like wait times for rides. The park, just total numbers of people. So we looked at those stats and we decided to go 2 weeks early. It was going to be one of the lowest rated weeks in the spring. And dude, did we guess right. And you might have seen my video that I posted up titled This could have been so much better. I attempted to vlog our trip, and I'd say I did a pretty good job up until the point where I had to stuff my backpack into one of the lockers provided by Universal so that I was allowed to ride one of the rides. My GoPro was in there, and oh man, this locker was tight like a tiger. So we get done with the ride, pull the bag out. This was day one. We're in Harry Potter land. That day was all Harry Potter, dude. My wife planned it out to a T, and she did a great job. But we go down to Ollivander's because we want to go through the little thing where Ollivander picks a student and goes through the wand choosing process. We were hoping that one of our kids would get chosen. Actually, my wife was secretly hoping that it would be her, you know, because she's a nerd and all. Go through, we're standing in line waiting, and I was like, man, I should get my camera out, start thinking about what I'm going to shoot next. Pull my GoPro out, and dude, there's a crack right down the middle of my UV filter lens cover. And as you can see in the thumbnail, I don't have like a full-on case for my camera. It's just a little skeleton thing, and so I have the threaded in lens cover as a protector for the lens of the camera. Yeah, the only other case that I had with me for the trip was my fully enclosed waterproof one. And I wasn't about to vlog on that because you can't hear worth a damn. So I cut my losses and I turned that video into a slideshow for the rest of it. But I think it turned out pretty good. I was pretty happy with it in the end. So go check it out if you haven't seen that yet. Let me know what you think. And I will say this, while it was a fail that I did not, you know, vlog the trip the way I wanted to, it was a win that I'm happy with the video. It's content that I'm happy with. And on top of it, I didn't realize this going into it. It is so hard to think about what you're gonna film. When you're a vlogger, dude, I give those guys props that can do it every day. You know, Roman, Demolition Ranch, I mean, off the range technically, but like all those big guys that do it almost every day, dude, I give you props, because as soon as I was done and gave up because the lens cover had cracked, I was able to enjoy the trip a lot more. Like, I wasn't having to think of, okay, what's going to be a good shot? What should I record? What should I say? What do I want to include? What's going to be a good shot? What's going to be good content for the video I'm wanting to make? And, you know, in the end, I was able to enjoy the vacation, enjoy the company of my family, and I guess the best way to put it, I was able to absorb and take in all the experiences that we had while we were there at Universal, man. So if you're thinking about getting into that type of thing, if you want to start vlogging, you know, you could totally do it, but be expected to, you know, not see the real world experiences as they happen. You know, you kind of have to do it and then go back and live vicariously through the video you create, you know? I don't know. Just something to think about, something I experienced, you know? Oh, have I told you guys how excited I am to be back out on the bike? Oh! You know what one of my biggest pet peeves is, and one of the things I hate the most in life? Stoplights, dude. Like, I just want to go. I just want to go. I don't want to stop. That's not a good sign. Totally wasn't recording there after I stopped at the gas station. Yeah, bike was still dead. Had to do a push start. I've gotten good at them though.
Eventually.
Man, something just ain't right with the bike. Lola's gonna need a little bit of work done. I definitely need to get a tender or a charger, trickle charger probably, to get the battery back in shape. But I don't know, like my left blinker light does, oh, there it goes. Maybe just that little bit of power, maybe my battery's just that dead. It doesn't seem to be wanting to run right. Hopefully my stator's not bad. That would just be a pain in the ass. But damn it. Like I was saying earlier, man, stoplights, especially with a faulty bike, is never fun. Come on, come on, come on. See, I gotta rev it up way high just to not stall out at a light. So hopefully I can get it figured out. What do you guys think of the quality of this video? I replaced my old broken UV filter with a new CPF. It's the circular polarized filter. So it's supposed to help with all the contrast, get a clearer picture a little bit. And yeah, I don't know. I haven't used it yet, so we'll see. The thing looks cool on the front of the GoPro though, because it's a little bit tinted. So what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of darkens it out so you can't see the actual camera lens through it as easily. It looks kind of mean and badass. Fuck. Damn it. Hope I don't hit another stoplight on my way home here, because that's gonna be the death of me. Yeah, but anyway guys, thanks for watching. It's great, like I've said a million times in this video, to be out on the bike again. I know a lot of you guys have been anticipating me getting back out and making this content for you, so thanks for waiting throughout the winter and my crappy videos I was making. And yeah, we got a long riding season ahead of us, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I love you. We'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, I hate having to do shit like that.